Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. It is Monday, August 24th. Happy Monday. Wanted to give you kind of a rundown where we're at here. I know that's not exciting, but it will be exciting if you listen to what's coming, because we have spent the last few days buying a lot of parts for both the 58 Apache and the 65 Chevelle SS. Tomorrow will be an interesting day as well, and we'll get into that in a second. So for the Apache, we did go ahead and get the steering hooked up. You guys saw that. There it is right there. See the bar coming down with the knuckles. So as of right now, Apache steers. Got the old column back in it. That's perfect. That's exactly where this thing needs to be. So next step for the Apache is going to be tearing everything off of it, bed, fenders, all of that, and getting it to where we can get to this frame. I need to get the frame rolled into the garage, and I got to unhook the steering, unhook all of the suspension, take everything off. Anything that needs to be epoxy primed will get epoxy primed, from the frame to the cab to the rear suspension, all of that, rear end, all of that stuff. I'm going to get all that together and we'll epoxy prime it. I do have the primer. I've got everything I need to do that. Now it's just a matter of doing it. To be completely honest with you guys, I've been almost 100% out of commission for the past few days. My back is just killing me. I feel like I'm tipping over all the time, and it feels like somebody's sitting with their knee in the middle of my spine all day long. And so I'm trying to just take it easy for a couple days, and it seems to be getting better a little bit, but it's slow. So that's why you haven't seen a bunch of movement. It's hard for me to even stand up and film this. So that's kind of where we're at here. We did go to National Parts Depot, and I bought the grill surround piece that goes here. You guys probably saw that in the short. We did get that. Also got the brackets. I'll show you here. So we bought this piece, this big piece here that's all rusted and nasty. We got a brand new one in the box. If you guys want to see what that looks like, just check out the short. I didn't have it fully bolted in and that, so it's a little, body lines are off and everything else, but you get the idea. And they're beautiful. So here's what we bought. These here are the brackets that bolt to the firewall, to the floor on the firewall, and the inner fenders attached to these. So we didn't have those, so I bought those. These, somehow, and I don't know how yet, but they mount on the cab corner, not cab corner, the front area. They are the front fender lower fastening panel. So the front fender bolts to this right here, I think. So we're going to figure that out. I also bought the front fender braces, the rods that go from the fender to the frame to hold it tight. So all of that got bought, as well as the other thing. What else you see here? These are all the little rubbers that go here on the 40 Ford. There, 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 there. And on the other side. And then this here is this guy. Because on the other side it's ripped and it's got rusty screws and stuff. So we bought these things at Louisville. I need to get them installed. I think Ron's just tinkering with them. And then all of this is just pieces of weather stripping. A sample pack from Steel Rubber. It's got all the dimensions and everything else, part numbers and whatnot, to figure out which one is going to be right for the weather stripping on the inside of the door here. So he's figuring that out. And he did get the steering wheel installed with the V8. Let me go around here and show you. Hold on. You got that in there, so that's kind of cool. So we got the horn button in, this guy here. Our $10 horn button from Southern Rods. I still think that was the wrong price. Pretty sure it was $95. Yeah, so that's kind of what's happening with the Apache, or with the 40 Ford. Let me walk in the house real quick, show you something else that we bought. I brought them in here to show Big Ron. So, tell me you're a car guy without telling me you're a car guy. So these headers, block huggers, they're pretty much brand new. I mean, they got some scuffs and stuff on them, but I mean, they're, you know, mechanically, right? And they got the 2.5-inch collector. So this was a Facebook Marketplace find. A guy had them, just took them off a fresh Chevy 2 Nova. They had a 383 in it. And he, I think he put an LS in it, LS6, I think he said. But anyway, he, turn this thing around here, you can see me. So what he did, is he put the LS in it, and then just took the 383 out, and it had these brand new on it, sitting there. So, $50. Yeah, 50. It's hard to pass up a set of block hugger headers, ceramic coated for $50. That's hard to pass up. So with the 2.5-inch collector that aren't screwed up, that's a good deal. That's fair. So that's about the same price. These are the same headers that are on Ron's 40 Ford, which I like a lot. And if I put these on the Apache, we won't have steering clearance issues or anything else. Everything's going to bolt right in. I mean, it'll be easy. We'll have tons of room to work on everything. You know, why not, right? I was originally going to go with the CPP long tube headers, but they're out of stock and back ordered. I found a guy in West Palm Beach that had a pair, new set, for $300, which I wanted to buy, but I wrote him for 2 days and he never wrote me back. And believe it or not, I swear to God, I'm going to the bathroom this morning, and my phone rings, and it's a random phone number I don't know, and I'm like, sure, I'll answer. It's got a guy's name, you know. I answered. It's the guy with the headers. You still got them? Great. So I don't know if I'm going to get them or not, but they are available, which is good to know. So at least I got the guy's phone number now. But more than likely, I'm going to put the $50 block huggers on it, on the Apache, because why not? They work, it's easy, why not? And with the 2.5 collector, they're going to perform just fine. Now, here's how this all came to be, so you guys understand where we're at. So, we do Christmas around here. Yes, I just said Christmas in August. We do Christmas in this house and in my family a little different. My mother and my grandmother, okay, Ron's never a part of this unless it's just figured out what car parts I want, my whole life. So my mom and my grandma like to get their Christmas shopping done like now, right? So it's here and they give it to you at Christmas. That's kind of how this works. And long story short, I put this here. That's how I was going to get the CPP headers. That was my Christmas present. But it's once I couldn't find them, it was like, all right, well, find something else, right? Just start looking. I found the $50 headers. I'm like, okay, that'll work. It's like, that covers that. That gets me to where I can put steering on the truck. Cool. But there is a long lost car here. Very cool car. That we don't talk about a lot. Haven't done much to. That is kind of a rust bucket, right? It's rough. It needs about everything. Floors, quarters, Dutchman, slew of panels, right? Repair panels on the front fenders, so on. But it's a really cool car, and it is what it is. So that car is our 1965 Chevelle SS. Malibu Chevelle SS, okay? It is a true SS. I think it's a 183 car or whatever that number is. AC car, power steering, all things. So I thought, all right, I wonder. And in my Facebook Marketplace, I find a lot of stuff on Marketplace and on eBay. But in my Marketplace deal, when it popped up in my feed, was a set of quarter panels, original OEM quarter panels for a 64-65 Chevelle that have most of the pieces, if not all of the pieces, in the wheel well structure, the quarters, all of that are there, and there's no rust, no dents, nothing like that. They're factory quarters. And when they took them out, they drilled out the spot welds and stuff. So, like, you could actually put quarters on this car, and you wouldn't know that we put quarters on this car. You drill out all the factory spot welds. It takes a little longer. You're not scabbing them in. You're actually removing the quarter and the inner structure of the car on that side, and then putting a whole new quarter with the inner structure right back in that's not rusted and rotted. Now, with that comes a lot of figuring and a lot of math and a lot of bracing and a lot of everything else, because you don't want that shit to move, especially as weak as this car is. But these quarters, and you'll see this, we're going to pick them up tomorrow, Tuesday at 4:30. So tomorrow night you'll see a video, or at least some shorts and pictures of these quarters, and I'll go through this with you. The quarters have all of that. So, like, they drilled the spot welds out on the trunk floor. So, like, where the trunk hinges mount, all of that bracing, the inner wheel wells, all of that, that are on the inside of the quarters. Like, if you cut a quarter off and you're looking at all the crap inside, it has all of that. Still attached, still welded in from the factory, ready to go. And the quarter also includes the taillight areas, and it still has taillights in it. So, I had looked at these, to be fair, these exact same quarters. The reason I know it is they're like brown, right? And on the side of them it says 64-65 Chevelle, no rust, is what's written on them in white paint. Okay. I saw them the last turkey run, so Thanksgiving of last year, 25, I guess. I was looking at them. I had them in my hand. I wanted to buy them, but the guy wanted $1,200 for them, and I didn't have $1,200 at the time, or we're in my Toyota Corolla Cross. There was no way I was going to get a full quarters home from Daytona Beach to Spring Hill. That's like a two-hour ride. So I did not buy them. They were too rich for my blood. And at the time, we weren't thinking about the Chevelle, right? Like, we were, but we weren't. Like, I'm there looking for everything, but yet it's not a priority, right? So in my feed pops up the exact same quarters from the exact same guy. No one's bought them. I know these quarters. I've looked at these quarters. I like these quarters. I want them. He's got $800 on them. That's slashed out. He dropped them to $600. I wrote him and said, hey, I didn't tell him that I've seen them or know anything about them. I just cold messaged, right? And I said, hey, what's your bottom dollar, cash in hand? What's the best you can do on these? I'm in Spring Hill. He's like 2 hours north of me, up by Gainesville, a little farther north. What can we do? And he wrote back $500 for the pair. I said, that's pretty good. And knowing that I had $400 from Christmas money, I threw $100 on it and then we're going to go get them. So I bought them. Tomorrow we pick them up. So I got 2 full quarters with all of the pieces needed, already installed structure, the whole inner structure of the quarter panels and the quarters, no rust, no real dents or anything. The paint looks like shit, but whatever. That won't be there for long. For $500 for the pair. Now, a new, like if you went to National Parts Depot, a new quarter panel is $535, I think, something like that, somewhere in there, $530, $550. Not including shipping, not including tax, any of that. So you're probably closer to $600 each. So you're back to $1,200, right? Which is probably how he got to $1,200. So to have a factory OEM, not a China stamped piece of metal, factory structure, factory everything, it's worth the money. It's worth the money. So what I think we're gonna do here is we're gonna start on the Apache up until about September 20th. Okay, so you'll see a bunch of stuff on the Apache for the next month, basically. I'm gonna stop on the Apache. I gotta go to Cincinnati. When I come back, we're gonna drag the Chevelle back into the driveway. And at that point, we will definitely have the quarters. But between now and then, I'm gonna buy the Dutchman panel for the Chevelle that's rotted out, the speaker panel, the one-piece trunk floor with the braces, anything else I need for the rear of that car. So just think from the back of the door back, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get between now and September, end of September, and have sitting here so that when we come back, me and Ron can start putting quarters, Dutchman, speaker panel, trunk floor, all of that in the Chevelle. So we'll probably take October. It'll probably be a thing that's going to take a minute. There's a lot of work there. But we'll probably take October and put the whole back half of the Chevelle together. And our goal is to be able to get the back window back in it. It has door glass and quarter glass, and it's got windshield in it. So to be able to get that car down to bare metal, I'll probably use a Bauer on it, DA it, whatever I need to do. Take it down to bare metal, metal condition everything, and epoxy prime it. And then kind of go from there. So the idea is to try to get the Apache as far as we can till basically October. Okay, October, jump right into the Chevelle and have everything here and get the Chevelle to where it's not a rotting corpse on the side of the house. It's actually taken to bare metal, conditioned. It's right. We got new metal on it. It's ready for bodywork, basically, right? So that it's not that we're going to build the Chevelle over the Apache. It's just so the Chevelle doesn't rot away in my side yard. You know what I mean? So just trying to save it. It's a good car. It's got good rockers, good doors, good frame, good 10 bolts in it. The suspension's okay. I mean, I'll replace it, but it's not bad. There's a lot of good to the car. It's just there's some things it needs. It needs a floor, it needs quarters, needs typical old car stuff. So that's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm sitting here on the couch. My back hurts. I'm trying, boys. But I am actively buying parts right now. The whole summer has been the 44. June, July, get it to Louisville, right? Get it painted, get it assembled, get it to Louisville. Anything and everything we needed to do, we did it. And we spent every penny on the 40 Ford. So now that the 40 is where it needs to be, I'm shifting gears and getting into the Apache and the Chevelle. So lots of content coming for you guys. And there's a solid chance, very solid, that you will see me paint the 58 Apache frame before October, in the next month. It's pretty much ready to paint. So there's really no reason not to do it. I'm going to paint it the color I'm going to paint the truck, cacti green. and which is the new Chevy like Equinox and Corvette color. It's like a light green. I'm going to paint it that color, and the suspension parts and everything, and detail everything out and all that. It'll look really good, and at least have that done and protected, so that, you know, we're moving in a direction. So stay tuned. Lots of stuff coming, boys. Lots of stuff. I apologize for, you know, not being able to do a lot. I wish I could give you more content. It's just, I'm where I'm at. So I appreciate all your support. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. We're trying to build the channel. We are at 7,300 and something subscribers right now. I want to get to 10,000 by January 1st, December 31st, January 1st, first of the year. So that's my goal I have for the channel. So if you guys could help me get to there, I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be picking up the quarters, and I'll video all that and bring it to you tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Have a good one, guys.